Well, new movements of entrepreneurship basically have to do with extending the boundaries of the university. And they have to do basically with looking at how the university itself interacts with society. What are some of the ways historically the university interacts with society, and also individuals within the university? How do they interact with society? The major challenges have to do with the fact that the university has institutionalized in such a way that it has tended to retreat from society or to view itself as kind of focusing on issues and processes that really don't have to do with society. So, for example, the whole idea of a researcher who becomes a specialist in a very narrow area and who builds theory, for example, on that area. Now, what in effect that person has done is retreat from society and say, well, I work in ideas, I work in the world of theory. And this has had very unfortunate consequences for the individual who is the researcher, basically rupturing the sense of that individual's connection to society. I consider myself an artist, not in the conventional sense. I mean, we typically think of an artist, for example, painter, sculptor, fine arts. But the artistic work that has to be done by the entrepreneur increasingly is not that type of work, but rather the type of work that is involved in taking different ideas or different elements and putting them together in what I would call a creative synthesis. So this idea of integrating new ideas, combining them in new ways, it actually harkens back to Schumpeter's idea of combinations and recombinations as a source of entrepreneurship, but it's going about at the level of ideas. Well, the benefits is that this is a type of way of thinking or of an approach that is integrative in nature. So it's basically saying that if we look at society as composed of different elements or sectors, the kind of creative thought that establishes creative synergies and connections between these elements, in fact, is going to be to the benefit to not only every individual element within that whole, but also the whole itself.